Hey guys, how you doing? This is a quick video. I'm doing a fast forward of a canvas. I'm recycling out an old canvas, and I put down book text, and now I'm just putting some of the crappy Adirondack acrylic paint dabber, color orange, over top of it. And the reason I'm doing this video is to show that because I didn't let my background dry, it screwed up, and instead of getting frustrated and stopping or throwing it away, you'll see what I do in a few minutes and just how you can recycle and recover from a mistake and do the best that you can. So I'm just putting on the paint. What fun. And I took a canvas and I put some book text down. I don't think that I put enough glue down, and I definitely did not let it dry all the way. So as you're going to see, it peels up very fast and easy because it wasn't dry. So I just smear the orange all over, and if you don't have orange Adirondack, use, whatever kind of paint you have. But I'm just going to give it a quick dry because I don't want the colors to necessarily mush together into a muddy brown. I kind of want them to show individually, so when you look at the canvas, you'll see orange and pink. So I just put some pink down, and I'm just going to smush it all around. And if you do this and you don't want to add more paint, but you want your paint to spread a little bit more, all you have to do is add your brush to the water. And I'm drawing it again. And I'm drawing it, and I'm drawing it, and I'm drawing it. All right. Now I just want to do a basic face on here. I'm just playing around. So I'm just taking my pencil. I love mechanical pencils, and I'm just kind of sketching out an oval for the face that I want to do. I just go around a couple times just to get, so I can kind of see exactly what I'm doing. And I'm using Ceramicoat Antique White, which is my favorite, one of my favorites. I have it in a big bottle. And I like it because it goes down very, as you can see, it's beige, it's off-white. And if you want to go in with a darker color, whether you're using a more of a skin tone color after, you can go in and add your shading and everything else. And I don't care that it's pulling up any color from underneath that's not dry all the way. I like that it adds texture, but as you can see, my paper was not all the way dry. So I'm sitting staring at it thinking, now I'm going to try to take my back of my paintbrush and get that paper up to get the glue spread around and see if that works. I'm just taking my finger. I love painting with my hands and my fingers. And I'm just mushing it around, seeing if I can get that glue underneath to stretch a little bit so it grabs onto that paper. And I'm going to dry it and see where we go. It's so fun watching it dry, huh? It's literally like watching paint dry. Now, I know a lot of you don't like these kind of videos. I used to do these videos all the time where I would fast forward or add music. But on this one, just because I really am not feeling well, I wanted to start off. This is going to be, they're going to have two parts of this. There'll be one more part of me finishing her up. Now I'm just gluing down the paper. I got it up, so I'm going to see if I can put a glue stick down the bottom to glue that paper down. As you will see, as it continues, it was not successful. And I'm mushing it with my fingers. So, I just wanted to show, and anybody who loves to peel dry paint, this is just as fun. But I see that it's not going to work, and I'm disappointed. But I'm tired of screwing around with the paper, so I rip it off. But anyway, so as you watch me rip all the paper off, I was going to put this to music and just kind of do it, but then I thought I'd real quick do a narration of it so I can explain why I'm doing it. And it's really to show that we all screw up, we all do things don't work out, and it's okay to continue on. It's not a bad thing. And here I go with my hands, because I love painting with my hands. My fingers, rather. My hand would be a whole different thing. And I'm just smearing that paint around on that, because you can see that I peeled up a lot of that book text. And I'm just going, I can kind of see my lines on the outside of where I sketched it, but you can still see that it's coming off, and I'm just peeling and peeling and peeling. Now, I'm using my old canvas that I had done an owl on, and the reason I'm doing that is because I accidentally spilled paint on it, and I did not know until it dried and it was too late, so I couldn't wipe it off. So I thought, well, I'm not going to be disappointed, I'm just going to go over it. So you can see I'm peeling more of that paper off. I'm just peeling it and peeling it. I'm going to go back in with some more paint, and I'm just going to finger paint it on. And you want like the upside down egg for your face. This is very quick and it's just very easy. And you'll see even when I draw on the face. And I do our little neck, because I have extra paint up there that I smeared, and I'm just going to bring it down and do some of the neck. And I like to draw in between. As I always say, if you don't have a heat gun, it's not the biggest deal unless you want to emboss. Go to the thrift store, get yourself a hairdryer. They're a couple bucks. Or use your hairdryer from home. It actually, to me, dries faster than the heat gun because it's more controlled air, where the heat gun is very forced air and very, very hot. So your background can pop up a little bit, or it just doesn't dry as fast. So a nice hairdryer would work just as easily. And I'm drawing it. I do a lot of drawing. I like drawing in between the layers. You don't have to, but I do. That's my 6B pencil. Pencil? 6B pencil. Now I'm just going to kind of sketch out. I go down the middle, as always, just to do our face. I'm going to do her chin. Just kind of sketching out so I can see the bottom part, where the chin is, where the neck is. Very simple. Now I'm just kind of blending that charcoal a little bit, the pencil, the lead. So it smudges a little bit, so it gives me a little bit of shape and shading. Doing it on the neck, taking the rest of that paint off my hands. So if you have an extra canvas, or a canvas that you worked on and you're not real happy with it, take book text, take magazine papers, take scrapbook paper. I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to put it up in a few with some scrapbook paper and my favorite pencil, and I'll talk all about that. Just going to do a little giveaway just to say thank you for you guys being so supportive and loving. Now you can see I did the line down the middle for the face, and you can see there I tore up some of that dang book text again because I didn't let it dry. But that's okay. I just kind of pushed it down, put some more color over it. I'm just drawing some eyes. Not really paying too much mind to where everything's kind of going. I do her nose, and I'm just doing some lips. The same way I show you guys all the time. And I'm just giving her a nice little smile on this one. You can see I'm drawing sideways because my lips are going up a little bit. Now I'm just smudging in some of that pencil just to give it a little bit of a blurry line so I can kind of see where it's at. And again, just tracing over with my pencil. Giving her some eyelids. I was going to go scary on this one, a little creepy. I don't know. I might not. You'll see when this is done, I kind of stopped it so everything can really dry well so I can move on to the next part of the mixed media painting. Now, if you can see on the background, you can see some of my... if you could see where I was pointing right now, you could see some of the book text coming through, and I really love that. You can see the smearing. Now I'm taking a piece of paper to make sure the eyes are kind of on point. Everybody's eyes are different, and my eyes are, one's bigger than the other or whatever. So, but this way I kind of keep it as even so it's more aesthetically pleasing when you look at it. You don't have to. You can do whatever your little heart desires. It's your canvas. It's your book. It's your paper. So now I'm just taking my favorite pencil again, and I'm sketching out, getting her some hair down. I don't care about the lead coming through when I paint or whatever. It's just going to add some more, texture and smudginess and all. Now I'm using Folk Art Lavender paint for the hair because I'm going to do her hair purple. And I'm just smearing it on. I'm taking it out of the bottle, and I'm smearing it on. And you can see how quick this has come together. It did not take me any time at all. I think the full video, although I sped it up to double time, I think the full video was maybe, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes before I sped it up. But sometimes, and another thing I wanted to show you guys is don't think too much when you're doing something. Play. You have to allow yourselves to play. So don't think too much. I know so many of you have done faces and started drawing the profiles and the faces and all, and I love when you guys send me pictures and tell me how, how you did it and it was your first time and all that kind of thing. And I love it. So don't think about it too much. Just do it. You'll see that you'll enjoy it much more if you're not beating yourself up over everything. Now I wet my brush a little bit because I just want to get a little bit crisper lines around the face. And I'm just blending it out with a smaller brush. Now I made the top of her head. You could see it's kind of, a little too thick up there. I should have made the top of her head a little shorter if I was going to just leave it like that. But I'm actually going to paint in a bandana or a hair thing. I can't think of the name. You'll see when I do it in the next video. Now I'm just painting that same color in her eyes because I want the eyes to be, I'm going to make them sparkly, but I want them to have that lavender base. And we're about done with this part. I stopped and now I'm just going to let it dry all the way.